Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Vidyalankar. Welcome to Vaibhav, how many of them have joined?
Students, sir.
How many?
30.
Okay. I hope everybody knows this is a batch for IT. Your semester 1, semester 2 max was combined for everyone. Whatever be the branch, the max was remaining as same. Max 3 onwards, max becomes branch wise different. Comms will be having a different max, IT may have different, mechanical may have different, and so on. So this is a batch which is specifically for IT. The Monday evening batch, every Monday evening we are meeting from 5:30 to like 8:30. I hope everybody must have joined up. One more semester of engineering which looks to be online. Let us see. We slowly start pushing off. If you remember semester 1 and semester 2 max we have done. Remember, you people fall in the category in wherein you have max till semester 1, semester 2, semester 3, semester 4, and semester 5 for few branches. Even your branches will have max till semester 5. I repeat again, semester 1 and 2 was common for everyone. Whatever be the branch, semester 1 and 2 was common. Semester 3, 4 onward, it becomes branch wise different. People are joining up still. Admin Jannavi Patil is waiting. Semester 1 and 2 was common for everyone. Semester 3, 4 onwards, things become different from branch to branch. Obviously, your actual engineering starts from semester 3. Semester 1 and 2 तो मतलब common था सबके लिए same. Depending upon what branch you are in, whatever max will be requiring, that is the max which is included for you all. बाकी लोग के लिए max अलग रहेगा. We'll have a quick brief up, engineering how many things are supposed to know. याद होगा आपको semester 1 और 2 में तानिया मुरे याद होगा आपको सेमेस्टर 1 और 2 में पीपल आर कितना जॉइनिंग फाल्गुनी प्रशिक गमरे एडमिन सही है. Meet Malik. Am I the only one who entered in time? See, every semester we dedicate math into a typical branch which we'll be using somewhere in engineering for sure. आपको याद होगा semester 1 में your primary requirement was complex numbers, next was matrices, and third was derivatives. याद होगा आपको डेरिवेटिव हमने दो पार्ट में किया रहेगा. वन वाज सक्सेसिव एंड सेकंड वाज पार्शियल. ये तीनों मिलके बेसिकली मैक्स 1 था. बराबर. कॉम्प्लेक्स नंबर, मैट्रिसेस, डेरिवेटिव में दो पार्ट, पार्शियल एंड सक्सेसिव. सेमेस्टर 2 अगर आपको याद होगा, सेमेस्टर 2 हैड ओनली टू थिंग्स. वन वाज डिफरेंशियल इक्वेशन, सेकंड वाज इंटीग्रेशन. डिफरेंशियल इक्वेशन वाज इन फर्स्ट ऑर्डर, हैड दो टॉपिक. Integration was in single integration, rectification, double integration, and triple integration as well. This was basically what was your max 2 and numerical method. Numerical method तो हर semester में थोड़ा बहुत रहने वाला है. Remember, this was primarily whatever we had as our max 2. Remember, max 3 onward things become very different. मतलब अभी वो मैक्स रहेगा जिस तरीके का मैक्स आपने आज तक किया नहीं रहेगा. वो तो डेरिवेटिव इंटीग्रेशन कहीं ना कहीं आपने स्टार्ट किया रहेगा. कॉम्प्लेक्स नंबर आपने पहले किया रहेगा, 11th में किया रहेगा, लेकिन किया रहेगा, राइट. मैट्रिसेस कभी ना कभी देखा रहेगा, डेरिवेटिव अपने 12th में क्या रहेगा, मतलब ये सब वो चीजें जो कहीं ना कहीं आपने पहले किया ही। Remember, semester 3 onwards we'll come across those type of mathematics जो शायद आपने पहले कभी किया ही ना हो। Okay, we'll first of all list down कि अपना क्या क्या करना है, and then we'll come to details one by one कि कौन सा टॉपिक क्यों फायदा क्या। Remember, मैथ्स 3 में जो फर्स्ट टॉपिक है उसका नाम है लाप्लास ट्रांसफॉर्म। लाप्लास कौन, ऐसा क्यों, वो देखेंगे बाद में। फर्स्ट टॉपिक इज कॉल्ड एज लाप्लास ट्रांसफॉर्म। Remember, for any engineer, for any branch, Laplace transform is something that you can't forget. मतलब जिंदगी में कुछ भी हो जाए, लाप्लास ट्रांसफॉर्म वो चैप्टर जो आपको याद रहने वाला। कोई इंजीनियर ऐसा नहीं होता जिसने लाप्लास ट्रांसफॉर्म ना किया। अपने सिलेबस के हिसाब से द सेकंड टॉपिक इज आल्सो लाप्लास ट्रांसफॉर्म, लेकिन इट इज इनवर्स। इट इज इनवर्स लाप्लास ट्रांसफॉर्म। इनवर्स क्या था, जैसे ट्रिग्नोमेट्री था, हमने पहले सीखा था साइन कॉस टैन, बाद में सीखा साइन इनवर्स कॉस इनवर्स टैन, वैसे ही है। पहले लाप्लास ट्रांसफॉर्म, फिर उसके बाद इनवर्स लाप्लास ट्रांसफॉर्म। थर्ड टॉपिक इज कॉल्ड एज फोरियर सीरीज। तो आपको धीरे धीरे समझता रहेगा, ये सब कोई भी नाम आपने सुना नहीं है पहले। रिमेंबर दिस इज अगेन अ टॉपिक इन इंजीनियरिंग जो एवरी इंजीनियर मस्ट हैव डन फॉर श्योर, भले वो कोई भी ब्रांच का हो। कोई ऐसा इंजीनियर नहीं है जिसने फोरियर सीरीज नहीं सिखा रहेगा, कहीं ना कहीं वो पक्का गारंटेड सिखा रहेगा। रिमेंबर दीस आर द थ्री टॉपिक व्हिच इज बैकबोन ऑफ इंजीनियरिंग, मतलब कोई भी इंजीनियरिंग अपन करता रहेगा, अपने को ये आना ही चाहिए। द फोर्थ टॉपिक इज कॉल्ड एज कॉम्प्लेक्स वेरिएबल। आप सोचिएगा सर ये अपना कॉम्प्लेक्स पीछा छोड़ने वाला है कि नहीं, ऑन अ वेरी क्लियर नोट पीछा नहीं छोड़ने वाला है, अपने को कॉम्प्लेक्स आना ही चाहिए। आपको याद होगा सेमेस्टर 1 दिस स्टार्टेड ऑफ विद कॉम्प्लेक्स नंबर्स, सेमेस्टर 3 लकीली डिड नॉट हैव एनीथिंग ऑन कॉम्प्लेक्स, एंड फोर्थ सेम में वी हैव कॉम्प्लेक्स वेरिएबल, एंड डोंट बी वेरी हैप्पी, फिफ्थ सेमेस्टर में वी विल हैव समथिंग कॉल्ड एज कॉम्प्लेक्स इंटीग्रेशन आल्सो, मतलब कॉम्प्लेक्स नंबर उसका इंटीग्रेशन भी करना है, उसका डेरिवेटिव भी करना है। डेरिवेटिव हम सेम 3 में करेंगे और सेम 4 में अपन इंटीग्रेशन भी करेंगे, टेंशन। द फिफ्थ टॉपिक इज कॉल्ड एज कोरिलेशन एंड रिग्रेशन। आई टोल्ड यू बिफोर ऑल्सो कि मैथ्स 3 वो सब्जेक्ट है जिसमें से कोई भी चीज आपने पहले नहीं किया है। अभी तक आपने जो भी M1 M2 में किया था, एवरीथिंग समवेयर और द अदर यू मस्ट हैव डन या फिर एटलीस्ट हर्ड, ऐसा कोई टॉपिक खत्म। रिमेंबर सेमेस्टर 3 में ऐसा कुछ भी नहीं है जो आपने पहले किया, एवरीथिंग विल स्टार्ट फ्रॉम स्क्रैच। एंड द सिक्स्थ इज समथिंग जो आपने पहले किया है, दैट इज कॉल्ड एज प्रोबेबिलिटी, एंड वी हैव ओनली इंट्रोडक्शन। अब इंट्रोडक्शन खाली बोला है, इसके अंदर भी बहुत कुछ है। ना वी कॉल इट इंट्रोडक्शन, ओनली रीजन इसका ऐसा नहीं कि खाली अपन इंट्रो देकर छोड़ दिया कि बहुत थोड़ा थोड़ा चीजें, ऐसा कुछ नहीं। The reason we call this introduction is your entire probability will be a part of semester 4. अभी क्या सेमेस्टर 4 के पहले लास्ट टाइम यू मस्ट हैव डन प्रोबेबिलिटी वाज वे बैक इन 11th 12th स्टैंडर्ड। इसके लिए सेमेस्टर 3 में अपन थोड़ा इंट्रो देकर छोड़ देते हैं, और जो मेजर पार्ट व्हिच विल बी डन इज इन सेमेस्टर 4, इसके लिए इंट्रोडक्शन। लेकिन इन स्पाइट ऑफ द नेम बीइंग इंट्रोडक्शन, रिमेंबर इसके अंदर भी काफी कुछ करने का है, इट्स नॉट अ वेरी स्मॉल चैप्टर टू डू। तो रिमेंबर वी हैव 6 मॉड्यूल्स। पहला लाप्लास ट्रांसफॉर्म, आई टोल्ड यू बैकबोन ऑफ सेमेस्टर 3, ये चैप्टर के बिना अपन M3 में कुछ नहीं कर सकते। 2 मॉड्यूल्स फॉर लाप्लास एंड इनवर्स लाप्लास। थर्ड मॉड्यूल इज फोरियर सीरीज। फोर्थ इज कॉम्प्लेक्स वेरिएबल। फिफ्थ इज कोरिलेशन एंड रिग्रेशन। इसके साथ छोटा टॉपिक कॉल्ड कर्व फिटिंग, यहाँ पे लिखा नहीं है, जब करेंगे तब देख लेंगे। दिस इज वन टॉपिक व्हिच इज मे बी द इजीएस्ट ऑफ ऑल द 6 मॉड्यूल्स। दिस इज वन टॉपिक जिसमें आपको कैसे चलाना आ गया, आपका काम बन गया। रिमेंबर दिस टॉपिक इज रियली पेनलेस। Sixth one is probability, not a difficult topic, but only thing is a major time will go into revising whatever you should have done in 12th standard. should have done, किया रहेगा नहीं किया रहेगा मालूम नहीं, देख लेंगे। Probability जो अपने 12th में किया रहेगा उसका basic revision and maybe things little ahead of this, and the major part will be in max 4. Okay, this is just the elementary part that we should know before we touch engineering probability. Remember we have 6 module: Laplace, inverse Laplace, Fourier, complex variable, correlation, regression and probability. अगर पेपर ऑफलाइन होता है, the way MU का एग्जाम इज कंडक्टेड, आई डोंट नो, इट्स अ 120 मार्क का पेपर, आउट ऑफ व्हिच वी हैव गॉट 80। आई टेल यू, इट्स अ MU का एग्जाम आप लोगों ने कभी दिया नहीं रहेगा, आपने सब एग्जाम ऑनलाइन दिया। बट रिमेंबर, इफ द एग्जाम इज अ टिपिकल यूनिवर्सिटी का एग्जाम, इट्स अ 120 मार्क पेपर, आउट ऑफ व्हिच वी हैव गॉट 80, मतलब 40 मार्क आर इन ऑप्शन। सो द बेसिक schema marking is कि every module will come for 20 marks. 26 मॉड्यूल है, मतलब 120 मार्क का पेपर, out of which we have got 80. But as of now the picture is not very clear कि एकदम ऑनलाइन होगा कि ऑफलाइन. ओके, अगर ऑनलाइन होगा तो थिंक मे बी अ लिटिल इजियर देन दिस, लेकिन अगर ऑफलाइन एग्जाम होता है, बट दिस कैन बी अ रियल टफ नट टू क्रैक. 120 मार्क का पेपर, एवरी मॉड्यूल विल बी कंटेन 20 मार्क. आपको समझ गया रहेगा, लाप्लास अकेला 40 मार्क के लाएगा, 32 को पास ही. बराबर. So remember, your backbone of Max 3 would be Laplace transform, and whenever we start our Max 3, we'll start with Laplace only. We'll devote considerable amount of time, और ये 40 मार्क अपने को हाथ में मंगता ही. Yeah, I would request you all to come to the first page of the notebook, and I am sure you're carrying a notebook, and write this first. And anywhere, this is the first time I think we are meeting. Anywhere, if you feel any difficulty, sir, board नहीं दिख रहा है, sir, data नहीं है, something, you know, online में hiccups keeps on coming. अगर कोई भी hiccup रहेगा, कुछ भी रहेगा, feel free that, you know, raise your hand or maybe directly speak up and tell. मतलब your data must have gone, my data must have gone, नहीं दिख रहा है, कुछ भी, whatever be the difficulty, be frank enough in asking. Anybody कुछ? The lecture should be live and interactive. Live तो है, interactive नहीं है. Speak up, guys. Anyone?
No, sir.
Yes, sir.
कोई तो बोला.
Yes, sir.
कौन बोला?
Yes, sir.
नाम बोलो. हेलो. अरे नाम मतलब क्या, मैं इंस्टा पे ढूंढ के नहीं निकालेगा, नाम तो बोलो.
Sure, Kashish.
Which? What your name?
Kashish.
Kashish.
Sir, Farhan.
College?
Pillai College of Engineering.
College of Engineering. College of Engineering नहीं बोला तो भी समझता था ना, पिल्लाई. Which one? पनवेल की रसायनी?
Panvel.
Okay. और कोई? Somebody entered now. I would request you all, it's a lecture 5:30 से लेके 8:30. I'll make sure that I always enter the session before 5:30. I'll request you all also to join up as early as possible. As early मतलब ऐसे नहीं कि 4 बजे आ गया, लेकिन 5:30 तक आ जाएगा तो सही. सेम 2 का रिजल्ट आया क्या, नहीं आया ना?
No, sir.
No, sir.
How was the exam, SEM 2?
It was good.
Has to be na. Your college has started which topic?
Laplace.
So Laplace transform.
Lovely. I think your first UT would be also on Laplace. First UT should be, I think, by September end.
Yes, sir.
I hope everybody must have jotted down. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
I will understand, which topic we learn for what reason. Remember, whenever we study this semesters, remember every topic which is put up over here is having a requirement somewhere in engineering. We understand why. Take an example. Whenever we study a system, take example, you have a car. आप में से हर एक को आदत रहेगा, whenever you travel, you listen to music, right? And suppose if you listen to FM channel, which is your favorite FM channel? कोई भी?
Red FM.
Red FM. When you put up that channel, do you speak on the radio red और लग जाता है? रेडियो में do you have a voice command red FM और red FM चालू होता है क्या?
नहीं
What
sir.
do you do?
Sir, we need
What do
to
you do?
press the buttons.
Which? Red FM corresponds to what?
Frequency.
Which? 90,
8.5.
92.5. मतलब don't you feel whenever you put up that channel, what you set up is basically frequency, right? अगर आपको याद होगा आज के पहले जब भी आपने सीखा रहेगा एवरीथिंग, अब आपको याद होगा BW. Whenever you study a curve, what do? You study the curve as a function of time, बराबर है ना? मतलब we study everything as a function of time, but whenever we want to control, we control in terms of frequency. मतलब as a engineer, it becomes very important from us कि अपन ये टाइम और फ्रीक्वेंसी के बीच में कोई ना कोई रिलेशन ढूंढे, एंड दिस इज एग्जैक्टली व्हाट अ ट्रांसफॉर्म डज. Transform will be converting from a time domain into a frequency domain. The reason every control we do as an engineer will be in terms of frequency only. This is the reason semester 3 का पहला topic is Laplace transform. Remember, Laplace transform will teach you how to convert a signal or a function from a time domain into a frequency domain. This will be converting from time to frequency, and inverse will be converting from frequency back to time. So we study time to frequency here, and we study frequency back to time in inverse Laplace transform. This is the reason why we study transform. Remember, Laplace is for conversion of anything, any signal. Fourier should be conversion for only those signals which are periodic. Periodic मतलब क्या? आपको याद होगा sin is periodic. Why? This is a function, ये again repeat और जैसा. अगर कोई function रहेगा आड़े टेढ़े जिसका अपने को हिसाब कितना मालूम ही नहीं. So remember, Laplace can convert this also, but Fourier can be converting only this. So whenever function is periodic, we should use Fourier. Whenever the function is not, and we are not sure how the function is, we can use Laplace. मतलब Laplace can be used for these both, whereas Fourier can be used only for periodic. So remember, semester 3 का जो आधा मैथ है वो खाली ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन है. मतलब we learn how to transform from a time domain into a frequency domain, and I have made you understand कि अपने को ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन क्यों सीखने हैं. Remember, the next topic that we have is complex variable. Now, if you remember complex numbers, we started way back in semester 1. Did you ever think कि why as an engineer we study complex numbers? क्या मजा आता अपने को आई पढ़ने में? Anyone? अरे be frank, I told you it's a live and interactive. I want you all to speak. प्रवचन थोड़ी खाली मैं अकेला बोलने वाला. Anybody
to
wonder
find errors?
why? Yeah.
To find errors.
Which type of errors? अरे elaborate, Bindas.
So
अरे
about
बोलो तो.
Sir, means nothing is accurate. Some 0.5 error must be there.
हाँ, so how does complex number help in that?
try to give the imaginary results.
Sorry, you're not audible. Hello.
So like to find the imaginary forces.
Okay. Anything else? Anyone? Remember in BW, you must have done something called an AC circuit. Yeah, right. BW में दो पार्ट था ना. One was DC as the first chapter, second was AC. याद है कि नहीं? किया है क्या नहीं किया?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
ये है ना. अगर आपको याद होगा एसी में we had something called as r plus jxl, याद है, and we had r minus jxc.
Yes, sir.
देखा तो रखा ना कम से कम.
Yes, sir.
Now what was
Yes.
this? r मतलब real part which is resistive and this is the imaginary part, बराबर. तो रिमेंबर जो भी फ्रीक्वेंसी पे डिपेंड होता है ना वो पता है, दैट इज द इमेजिनरी पार्ट. इंडक्टिव रहेगा तो एक्सएल और कैपेसिटिव रहेगा तो एक्ससी, और जो रियल पार्ट है वो क्या है, रेजिस्टर. तो रिमेंबर एवरीथिंग दैट वी डू एज अ एसी सर्किट is nothing but a complex number. A plus IB, A minus IB. A is the real part and B is nothing but the imaginary. Again, whatever is this part is depending on frequency. वापस लाप्लास का फूरियर आ गया. So remember, complex variable is nothing but the entire AC circuit that we must have done. Okay. So why we study complex variable even after studying complex numbers? The reason is whenever we did semester 1, we have learned only complex number. बराबर. अभी अपने को मस्ती होता है ना, अपने को इसको डेरिवेटिव में निकालने के, इंटीग्रेशन में निकालने का, अपने को उतना मस्ती तो ही याद है इंजीनियर. तो रिमेंबर इसका जो डेरिवेटिव है दैट इज कॉम्प्लेक्स वेरिएबल सेमेस्टर 3, और इसका जो इंटीग्रेशन है दैट इज सेमेस्टर 4 कॉम्प्लेक्स इंटीग्रेशन. So remember, in semester 1 we have studied only what is a complex number and why we study, and semester 3 में we learn how to differentiate, and semester 4 में we learn how to integrate as well. Okay, ये अपना complex variable and why we learn it. Remember, correlation regression is more of a numerical method. Whenever we study, we'll understand why we do it. Sixth is probability. Did you ever wonder कि एज ए इंजीनियर अपने को प्रोबेबिलिटी से क्या मस्ती है, मतलब वो पत्ते वाला काम कौन करता है एज ए इंजीनियर, अपने को बेटिंग थ्रू लगाने का. एनीवन एनीवन एवर वंडर्ड कि अपने को प्रोबेबिलिटी क्यों सीखना पड़ता है इंजीनियरिंग में, व्हाई वी रिक्वायर प्रोबेबिलिटी. और अपने दिमाग में वही क्वेश्चन रहेगा ना, आउट ऑफ 52 किंग क्वीन डाइस, ये सब.
Sir, maybe because of frequency के related हो, क्योंकि probability is number of outcomes ना.
Yes. See, we study probability for two reasons. Okay, depending upon which branch you are. सबसे पहला ये, you know, as a IT engineer, you would be maybe working in any one of the applications, that is for sure. What is gaming? Whenever you build a software for games, remember the first thing you need is probability, and that is for obvious, right? आज के तारीख में gaming is a business. It's a massive business that everybody must be knowing for sure. So whenever you make a software for maybe it's a chess का game, whatever be the game, okay? अगर वो game रहेगा, remember सबसे पहला चीज you must know is probability. The second reason that we should know probability as an engineer, especially IT engineers. Take example. Whenever you put up a channel again on a TV or maybe even on a mobile or laptop, what happens? कोई तो स्टेशन रहता है अर्थ पे, बराबर, उससे सैटेलाइट पे जाता है, एंड देन वी अगेन रिसीव इट समवेयर, राइट? अर्थ से जब सैटेलाइट में गया दैट इज कॉल्ड अपलिंक, जब नीचे आया उसको बोलते हैं डाउनलिंक. अगर कभी आपने टीवी को रीसेट किया रहेगा तो मस्ट हैव सीन द सेट टॉप बॉक्स इज ऑलवेज चेकिंग फॉर दिस, तो डाउनलिंक फ्रीक्वेंसी कौन है, एंड यू सेट अप टू द बेस्ट पॉसिबल. तो व्हेनेवर वो जो सैटेलाइट चैनल वाला रहेगा, समझो वी हैव स्टार स्पोर्ट्स इज सेंडिंग द सिग्नल टू द सैटेलाइट, दैट फ्रीक्वेंसी इज अपलिंक, and it is again sending back, that is downlink, right? Will both the frequencies be same? Definitely not. क्यों बोलो? अगर सेम रहेगा दोनों में इंटरफेरेंस होगा ना, तो लो चाहिए, बराबर. तो दिस इज डिफरेंट एंड दिस इज डिफरेंट, एंड यू शुड अंडरस्टैंड कि जब भी यहाँ से बेचेगा तो यहाँ पे इतना नॉइज रहेगा कि यहाँ पे पहुंचते पहुंचते इट विल लुक लाइक समथिंग डिफरेंट ओनली, एंड व्हेन दिस विल बी अगेन सेंड बैक हियर, अपने पास पहुंचते पहुंचते अगेन बिकॉज ऑफ द नॉइज अराउंड इट विल लुक लाइक समथिंग डिफरेंट ओनली, राइट? So whenever we receive, we should be knowing कि कितना नॉइज हो सकता है, and based upon that probability, your TV should be able to rectify it. Otherwise, what will happen? It will be sent as something, अपने को दिखेगा कुछ और ही, बराबर? So remember, this receiver should be so smart that it should understand कि whatever is being sent, उसमें कोई ना कोई noise तो रहेगा, so that noise has to be eliminated because it is projected on the screen. तो वो कितना noise है उसका estimation is by this. This is the reason why we have to learn probability. ये हो गया एकदम टेक्निकल एस्पेक्ट. एंड सेकंड एस्पेक्ट है, अगर अपने को कभी भी सॉफ्टवेयर बनाने का विच इज रिलेटेड टू गेमिंग, तो प्रोबेबिलिटी का बैकबोन अपने को ये आना ही चाहिए. दिस इज द प्राइमरी रीजन व्हाई वी हैव प्रोबेबिलिटी सच अ बिग टॉपिक इन सेमेस्टर 3 एंड 4. सेमेस्टर 3 में इंट्रोडक्शन और सेमेस्टर 4 का आधा प्रोबेबिलिटी ही है. आई होप अंडरस्टैंड कि विच टॉपिक वी आर लर्निंग फॉर व्हाट रीजन। हर एक टॉपिक का कहीं ना कहीं पे अपने को रिक्वायरमेंट है ही और काफी डीप लेवल पे। Anybody who joined up late, I would request you to copy this first, then we move on. अभी तक कोई भी डाउट? एनीवन?
No, sir.
No, sir.
पक्का?
Yes, sir.
Anybody joined up late? Jot down as a first page. Then come to a new page and give it a Laplace transform. I hope nobody is jotting this, yeah? Remember, Laplace is one topic that will be requiring every bit of math that you have done till now. Okay. जितना भी मैथ आज तक अपन ने किया, अपने को हर एक मैथ कहीं ना कहीं पे लगने ही वाला है. ओके, तो वी शुड बेसिकली टेक आउट टाइम एंड रिवाइज एवरी स्मॉल थिंग दैट वी शुड नो फ्रॉम सेम 3 पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू. सेम 3 इज वन टॉपिक, वन सब्जेक्ट जहां पे अपने को आज तक का जो भी मैथ सिखा रहेगा, कौन सा कब यूज होगा कुछ गारंटी नहीं. ओके, द टॉपिक मे नॉट लुक लाइक दैट वे, लेकिन whenever you solve a problem you may require anything in between. Okay, so we should be doing every small thing, but we'll take out time and try to have a brief revision of every small thing that we are supposed to know. अब देखते हैं how many things you know. Was there any topic in semester 1 and 2 which you hated the most? Anyone? Was there any topic in semester 1 and 2 which you hated the most?
Integration.
Integration you hated, madam?
Yes.
Okay, which one? Double ki triple? या डबल पे छोड़ दिया, ट्रिपल तक पहुंचा ही नहीं?
नहीं, पूरा ओवरऑल.
पूरा?
हाँ.
तो सेम 2 के एग्जाम में व्हाट यू डिड?
I had it. समझा मुझे, but didn't like it.
लेकिन करने में मजा नहीं आता है. ओके, फॉर योर इंफॉर्मेशन मैडम, सेमेस्टर 3 में Laplace inverse Laplace Fourier will be requiring integration at every step. तो उसमें डरने वाला बात नहीं, that is my responsibility, that will look into. Okay, apart from integration, any other topic that you hated? But definitely will be not requiring integration at that level जो अपने को SEM 2 में लगा था. SEM 2 में integration was the bread and butter, ऐसा कुछ नहीं है यहाँ पे. Will be requiring but not that deep. Any other topic anyone who hated?
Hyperbolic.
Pardon?
Hyperbolic.
मैं बोलने वाला था ना हाइपरबोलिक किसको मजा आता था कि नहीं, तो एक ने बोल ही दिया. एंटायर हाइपरबोलिक को लेफ्ट आउट. ओके, बाकी एवरीबॉडी लव्ड एवरीथिंग इन मैथ्स 1 एंड मैथ्स 2. बाकी एवरीबॉडी लव्ड एवरीथिंग इन मैथ्स 1 एंड मैथ्स 2. मैं लिख के देता, अभी एक्सपेंशन पूछेगा ना, आधा जन आंसर नहीं देगा. एक्सपेंशन किया था सेम 1 में. बाय द वे फॉर इंफॉर्मेशन, देयर वाज अ चैप्टर इन सेमेस्टर में जिसका नाम एक्सपेंशन था. चलो, गिवन Laplace transform, we take out time and we discuss every small thing that we may require in max 3 point of view. Okay, आराम से, कोई हाई नहीं, ध्यान दो. Look at all of you. If you remember, we had trigonometric basic formula. We'll be requiring trigonometry in every part of max 3. So I'm taking out time and revising every small thing that we may ever come across. Sin square plus cos square equal to 1, मालूम होगा ही. 1 plus tan square is sec square. I expect even that you would be knowing. 1 plus cot square लिख देता हूं. चलो, First is sine square plus cos square should be equals to 1. 1 plus tan square is nothing but this should be sec square, right? 1 plus cot square is nothing but this should be cosec square. I am bet nobody will be copying this. ये हर एक को मालूम होगा ही, बराबर. Very elementary thing that you should be knowing. What is sine of a plus b? Sine of a plus b should be nothing but sine a, this is cos b, plus we have this is cos a into sine b, बराबर. प्लस रहेगा तो प्लस, माइनस रहेगा तो माइनस. Believe me, will be requiring this from maybe the first lecture of M3 itself. We should be knowing each of those, and I have seen people, losing out marks only for writing this formula wrong. I don't want that to happen. Right on day one, we are revising every small part that we need. What was cos of a plus b? I hope I remember cos of a plus b should be cos a, this is cos b, minus this is sin a. And आपको याद होगा cos में it is reverse. प्लस रहेगा तो माइनस, और अगर माइनस रहेगा तो शुड बी प्लस. cos of a plus b should be cos a cos b minus sin a sin b. अगर माइनस रहेगा तो शुड बी प्लस. tan शायद अपने को सेम 3 में ना लगे, तो आई एम नॉट रिवाइजिंग इट. ओके, वी वुड रिक्वायर sin 2a. व्हाट इज sin 2a? 2 sin a cos a. This is again a property that everybody should be knowing. Sin 2a is nothing but 2 sin a cos a. What is cos 2a? आपको याद होगा cos 2a is nothing but cos square a minus sin square a. We have second formula called as nothing but 2 cos square a minus 1. We have one more property called as 1 minus 2 sin square a. And we had one more called as 1 minus tan square a upon 1 plus tan square a. अपने को सेमेस्टर 3 में वो नहीं लगेगा. तो we remember only those two which will be needing. Remember अपने को यहाँ का पहला भी नहीं लगेगा. Cos 2a we should remember as nothing but 2 cos square a minus 1. And remember cos 2a can be also written as 1 minus this should be 2 sin square a. This is one property that will be requiring in every moment. Cos 2a is nothing but 2 cos square a minus 1, and cos 2a can be also written as 1 minus 2 sin square a. What is sin 3a? Anybody? Sin 3a is nothing but 3 sin a minus of this should be 4 sin cube a. What is cos 3a? Cos 3 is nothing but 4, this is cos cube a minus of 3 cos a. ट्रस्ट में अपने को ये काफी जगह पे लगेगा और लाप्लास में लगेगा. Remember sin 3a is 3 sin a minus 4 sin cube a. Cos 3a is 4 cos cube a minus 3 cos a. याद होगा आपको ये कोई प्रॉपर्टी we were not requiring in semester 1 or semester 2, must have done way back in 11 12 in trigonometry, but we will be definitely requiring in semester 3. याद रखो sin 3a is 3 sin a minus 4 sin cube a, and cos 3 should be 4 cos cube a minus 3 cos a. Copy this much first. Elementary basics.
सर
बोलो.
साइन 2a का और एक फॉर्मूला है ना?
हाँ, 2 tan a अपन 1 plus
हाँ,
tan square.
yes.
लगेगा नहीं अपने को सेम 3 में.
ओके ओके.
मैंने उतना ही लिखा है जितना अपने को लगे, फुकट में गर्दी को बढ़ाने का. वैसा कॉस्ट्यूम में था ना, और दो they have written only that much which we need. Somebody entering the meeting now. Pranjal Chaudhary. कॉलेज से कुछ अपडेट आया क्या? ऑफलाइन वगैरह चालू होने का कोई चांस?
नहीं सर, कुछ नहीं आता
No, sir.
मतलब योर कॉलेज लाइफ इज वेस्ट.
टोटली।
एंड आई एम श्योर तुमको लेक्चर के तो दुख नहीं रहेगा जितना उसका रहे. Honestly, it's sad. आई एम श्योर ये पहला तीनों तो किसी ने कॉपी किया भी नहीं रहेगा. Done for everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
All of you? Anybody still copying? Please tell. Look here. We have two modifications of this. I'm sure everybody must have used this somewhere or the other. We have cos 2a as 2 cos square a minus 1. Hold on. We have cos 2a as nothing but 2 cos square a minus 1. Doesn't it suggest that your 2 cos square a can be nothing but 1 taken on that side should be 1 plus cos 2a. And this 2 can be transferred here. So cos square a should be nothing but 1 plus cos 2a upon 2. Remember, this is one property that will be requiring a Laplace at plenty of places. Remember, cos square a आज के बाद आपको bad होना चाहिए is nothing but 1 plus cos 2a upon 2. This we are using since 11th standard. और आपको याद होगा इंटीग्रेशन में भी काफी जगह पे आपने यूज किया ही रहेगा. And don't you feel on a similar ground, what should be cos square here? Is it not 2 sine square a minus 1? I mean 1 minus 2 sine square a. So don't table 2 sine square a is nothing but it should be 1 minus cos square. Or we understand that sine square a is nothing but 1 minus cos 2a. This should be upon 2. Two simple properties which we must be remembering by heart. Ki sine square a is nothing but 1 minus cos 2a upon 2. And cos square it should be 1 plus cos 2a upon 2. Agar cos रहेगा it should be plus, sin रहेगा it should be minus. Copy both. Remember, this is nothing of semester 3 still now. We are just revising elementary trigonometry जो अपने को लाप्लास में लगेगा ही. Copied?
Yes, sir.
How many of you remember what was these four formulae collectively called? 11th में टीचर ने गला फाड़ के चिल्ला रहेगा. Pardon?
Factorization.
मुझे लगा था ये बोलोगे. This is defactorization. Factorization was sin c plus sin d, sin c minus sin d, cos c plus cos d, and cos c minus cos d. ये अपने को M3 में शायद न लगे. What will be requiring M3 is refactorization, which is 2 sin a cos b, 2 cos a sin b, 2 cos a cos b, and 2 sin a sin b. Trust me, अपने को लाप्लास में काफी जगह पे लगेगा. Before we reach that point, I'm revising this for you once again. What was 2 sin a cos b? देखिए, it was sin of a plus b plus sin of a minus b. What was 2 cos a sin b? Everything is same. खाली बीच में plus की जगह पे
sin a plus b minus sin a minus b.
Lovely. Sin of a plus b minus sin of a minus b. What was 2 cos a cos b? It was cos of this should be a plus b plus this was cos of this is a minus b. What was 2 sin a sin b?
Cos a
Cos
minus
of
b
a minus
minus
b
cos
minus
a
cos
plus
of a
b.
plus b.
But this is the only property which is different. It is cos of a minus b minus this should be cos of this should be a plus b. Remember 2 sin a cos b should be sin of a plus b plus sin of a minus b. 2 cos a sin b should be sin of a plus b minus sin of a minus b. 2 cos a cos b should be cos of a plus b plus cos of a minus b. And 2 sin a sin b should be cos of a minus b minus cos of a plus b. ये पूरा फॉर्मूला sem 1 sem 2 अपने एक ही जगह पे यूज करेगा, दैट इज सक्सेसिव. अपार्ट फ्रॉम सक्सेसिव वी डोंट रिक्वायर दिस इन सेमेस्टर 1 and 2 एट ऑल. अगर अपना सक्सेसिव के नहीं रहेगा तो मे बी दिस यू मस्ट हैव नॉट डन एट ऑल इन सेमेस्टर 1 and 2. यू मस्ट हैव डन वे बैक इन 11th standard. आई एम रिवाइजिंग इट फॉर यू बिफोर वी स्टार्ट यूजिंग इन सेमेस्टर 3 once again. कॉपी सक्सेसिव में यूज किया था कि नहीं? सक्सेसिव बोल के चैप्टर तो उतने आ कि नहीं? चाहिए. Done.
Yes, sir.
Others?
Yes, sir.
Anybody copying still?
No, sir.
No, sir.
Good. We discussed that topic, which somebody told me sometime back that he hated that topic. That topic is hyperbolic. Remember, hyperbolic अपने को उस लेवल में नहीं चाहिए जिसकी वजह से आपने उसको हेट किया था. अपने को खाली फॉर्मूला होना चाहिए, बाकी काम टेंशन नहीं. We don't want hyperbolic at that level. We have to just know elementary formula, that's it. And I'm very sure that everybody must be knowing at least that. What was hyperbolic cos x का definition है देखिए? Anyone?
E power x plus e power minus x by 2.
आइला पूरा रट के है. Hyperbolic cos x is e to the power x plus we have e to the power minus x, and this should be upon 2. Lovely. Anybody remembers what is hyperbolic sin x?
e to the power x minus e to the power minus x upon 2.
बीच में माइनस, बाकी सब सेम.
अरे सही है. hyperbolic sin x is e raised to x minus of e raised to minus x upon 2. Two elementary property of hyperbolic function that we should know. I'm writing tan. Tan शायद अपन एकदम rare case में लगा तो, otherwise not. Hyperbolic tan x is nothing but sin upon cos. So this should be e raised to x minus e raised to minus x upon. We have e raised to x plus here e raised to minus x. यहां तक तो शायद हर एक को मालूम हो. How many of you know par for e? What is e raised to 0?
1.
1.
Okay. मजा अभी आएगा. What is e raised to infinity?
0.
Infinity.
E
No,
raised
no,
to
0.
infinity. Somebody told 0, somebody told infinity. Yeah?
Infinity.
Infinity?
0.
Not
0.
defined. What is e raised to minus infinity?
0.
0.
0.
And e raised to infinity भी 0. मतलब प्लस और इन्फिनिटी या माइनस में फर्क पड़ता है नहीं उसका ऐसा. Remember always sensible to know the graph. Remember e raised to the curve is this way. E raised to 0 is 1. E raised to infinity is infinity. Remember e raised to minus infinity is 0. आज के बाद आप कभी इसको भूलोगे नहीं, अपने को ये पिक्चर याद होना चाहिए. Remember e raised to का पार we should know by heart. E raised to 0 is 1. E raised to infinity is infinity and e raised to minus infinity is 0. Okay, अपने को तीनों पार मालूम होना ही चाहिए. What is log 1?
0.
Okay. What is log of infinity? -1. Log of infinity is? I bet hyperbolic का बहुत सारे क्वेश्चन में अपने को 6 का 6 वैल्यू गारंटेड लगा रहेगा, अगर इज्जत से गया रहेगा तो. Remember log का कर्व is this way. Okay. Log 1 is 0. Log of infinity is infinity. Remember log of 0 is negative infinity. Remember log of infinity is infinity. Log of 0 is nothing but minus infinity. अपने को 6 का 6 वैल्यू आज के बाद बाहर होना चाहिए. E raised to 0 should be 1. E raised to infinity should be infinity. E raised to minus infinity should be 0. Log of 1 should be 0. Log of infinity should be infinity. And log of 0 should be negative infinity. Copy. The graph is only for your understanding. Nobody is ever going to ask the graphical approach. अगर ग्राफ दिमाग में याद रहेगा तो आपको वैल्यूज ऐड करने की जरूरत नहीं. Copied all of you?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
ये बाकी और कोई yes no नहीं बोलता है. Others?
Yes, sir.
इतने others में तो और एक ही जन नहीं yes बोला. याद होगा सेमेस्टर 1 में we had a topic called expansion. I'm not very sure whether everybody must have done it or not. Exam उसका weightage was not very big. But remember, expansion is one topic that we will be requiring anywhere in between. मतलब किसी प्रॉब्लम के अचानक अपना लग सकता है. So before we come to that difficulty, we try to have a quick revision of every small expansion that we should know. याद देखो पहला expansion जो आपको सेमेस्टर 1 में करना चाहिए, that was e raised to x. Anybody remembers what was e raised to x का series? E raised to x is 1 plus x square upon 2 factorial plus x raised to 3 upon 3 factorial plus x raised to 4 upon 4 factorial, and the series continues till infinity. Many of you would be feeling upon the पहले किया ही नहीं तो अभी याद कैसे रखने का? Don't worry at all. We don't have to mug this up this way. I'll teach you how to remember this. Don't have to mug up at all. Remember, e raised to का series is basically this way. E raised to minus x is everything same. Only thing is this should be alternately plus minus. It should be 1 minus x plus x raised to 2 upon 2 factorial. We have minus x raised to 3 upon 3 factorial plus we have x raised to 4 upon 4 factorial, and the series will continue further. So remember, e raised to should be x का every part. देखो raised to 1 भी है, 2 भी है, 3 भी है, 4 भी है, 5 है, सब कुछ, right? x का every part upon that factorial. अगर e raised to x रहेगा तो हर टर्म पॉजिटिव, अगर e raised to minus रहेगा everything same, but it should be alternately plus minus. Okay, so e raised to x should be every part नीचे factorial, all of them plus. E raised to minus x should be the same series, but it should be alternately plus minus. Easy to remember. Third we come across is hyperbolic cos, and fourth is hyperbolic sine. Listen everyone. Remember, cos should be every even part and sine should be every odd part. Even matlab it will start with 1, x raised to 2 upon 2 factorial plus x raised to 4 upon 4 factorial plus x raised to 6 upon 6 factorial, और ये सीरीज आगे तक चल जाएगा. Remember, sine is every odd part, matlab it will be x plus x raised to 3 upon 3 factorial plus we'll have x raised to 5 upon this should be 5 factorial, और मतलब x raised to 7 this should be upon 7 factorial, और ये सीरीज आगे तक चलता है. तो remember, e raised to x should be every part नीचे factorial, all of them plus. E raised to minus x should be same thing but alternate plus minus. Cos में should be every even part नीचे factorial, all of them plus. Hyperbolic sine should be every odd part नीचे factorial, all of them plus again. Remember, हमने hyperbolic कर दिया, trigonometric बचा है. Trigonometric में this should be cos and this is nothing but sine. Remember, everything same. Only thing is hyperbolic, no, all of them was plus. Trigonometric में should be alternately plus minus. मतलब this is 1 minus x raised to 2 upon 2 factorial plus this should be x raised to 4, this should be upon 4 factorial, और ये सीरीज आगे तक चलता है. Sin x should be again the same. This should be x minus x raised to 3 upon 3 factorial plus this should be x raised to 5 upon this should be 5 factorial, and the series continues. Remember, अगर cos रहेगा this should be every even part upon factorial, all of them plus. अगर hyperbolic होगा तो, अगर sin रहेगा remember this should be every odd part नीचे factorial, all of them plus. अगर hyperbolic होगा तो remember दोनों series same. Hyperbolic में all of them are plus and trigonometric में this should be alternately plus minus. Is the series still here? Understood and remembered by all? How to remember? अगर e raised to रहेगा तो every part नीचे factorial, all of them should be plus. E raised to minus it should be the same series but alternately plus minus. अगर cos रहेगा this should be every even part नीचे factorial, all of them plus. अगर sin रहेगा this should be every odd part नीचे factorial, all of them plus again. अगर hyperbolic रहेगा तो all of them plus. अगर trigonometric का same series but it should be alternately plus minus. Is the way to remember understood to everyone? Yeah.
Yes, sir.
We have done e
Yes,
raised
sir.
to, we have done sine cos, we have done sine cos hyperbolic and sine cos trigonometric as well. Copy it here first. वो दिख रहा है ना पूरा? Yeah. we will never have a question which will be directly on series, but we may require series any time in between. So we should remember every series first. And I request you all, whenever you go for an M3 exam, one night before, go through this basic revision first. इसमें से काफी कुछ रहेगा जो सेम3 में एक बार दो बार यूज होगा, आपको आज में आज भी नहीं रहेगा. एग्जाम के वाले पर देख के चले जाना, अगर बाई चांस एग्जाम में रिक्वायरमेंट हो, इट शुड बी फ्रेश इन योर माइंड. याद है सेमेस्टर 2 में अपने को एक चैप्टर था बीटा एंड गामा फंक्शन. हाउ मेनी ऑफ यू हैव डन दैट चैप्टर? सच्ची बोलो.
Yes, sir.
हाउ मेनी हैव नॉट
Yes,
डन दैट
sir.
चैप्टर? किया था कि नहीं
Yes,
किया
sir.
था? अरे किया था कि
किया
नहीं
था,
किया था?
किया था सर.
अच्छा, मतलब ये पूछेगा तो आंसर देगा ना. We may not require beta, but we'll almost surely not require beta. But gamma is something that we will guaranteedly need in semester 3. Covered. Remember, e raised to should be every part नीचे factorial. E raised to minus x should be same thing, alternate plus minus. Cos रहेगा तो every even part नीचे factorial. Sin रहेगा should be every odd part नीचे factorial. अगर trigonometric it should be alternative plus minus. For hyperbolic, it should be all term plus. Simple to remember. Remember, we had a lot more series in semester 1. We have done only those things which we may require in M3. Done.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Sure. We quickly revise gamma. You remember, we have done gamma in max 2. Okay, we'll be not requiring gamma in that much detail, but we'll be requiring definitely few parts. आपको याद होगा what was the definition of gamma? 0 to infinity integration e raised to minus x
E raised to minus x, x raised to n
Yeah.
minus 1 dx.
is nothing but equal to gamma n. बराबर? This was the way we must have defined gamma whenever you must have studied for the first time. Remember, we may not come across the integration or definition. Okay, we'll be requiring properties of gamma. आपको याद होगा gamma का property was gamma n is nothing but n minus 1 factorial. We would be definitely requiring this. Gamma n is nothing but n minus 1 factorial. मतलब gamma 7 should be nothing but equal to 6 factorial. Gamma 5 should be nothing but equal to 4 factorial and so on. Remember, gamma n is nothing but n minus 1 factorial. अगर आपको याद होगा gamma n plus 1 is nothing but n gamma n. बराबर? आपको याद होगा gamma half is nothing but equal to root 5. And there was a shortcut that everybody must have definitely used in max 2. How many of you remember how do I write gamma 7 by 2? याद है क्या?
5
No,
by
7 by 2, 7 by 2, 5 by 2, 3 by 2,
5 by 2,
3 by 2,
3 by 2,
3 by 2, 1
root
by 2.
1 by 2 into
pi.
root pi. Lovely. Remember, gamma 7 by 2. अगर 7 रहेगा ना, we start with 5. It is 5 by 2, 3 by 2, 1 by 2 root pi. अगर अपने पास रहेगा समझो gamma 11 by 2, then we should start with 9. 7 के पहला odd number was 5, 11 के पहला odd number is 9. So we start with 9 by 2. This should be 7 by 2. This should be 5 by 2. This should be 3 by 2. This should be 1 by 2. This should be root pi. But this is the format for writing any gamma of this category. Gamma 7 by 2, gamma 11 by 2. We can have gamma 5 by 2, gamma 3 by 2, and so on. Remember, primary property gamma 1 by 2 should be equal to root pi. Gamma n should be equal to n minus 1 factorial. जो भी रहेगा उससे एक कम और उसका factorial. Copy. I repeat again, none of this in M3. We have done everything way back in semester 2. Copied?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
All of you? Right, so buddy, definition of Laplace transform. We start with sum 3 now. Give a definition of Laplace transform. Remember I told you, okay, what is transformation? Transformation is converting from time domain से लेके frequency domain. We studied in semester 3 two transformation. One is Laplace, second is Fourier. I told you Laplace was applicable for whatever function you may think of, but then Fourier is applicable only for periodic function. Okay, we're starting with Laplace now. Listen carefully. Remember, time domain will be denoted by t, and frequency will denote by s. Okay. Remember, time will be nothing but t, and frequency is nothing but s. Laplace will try to convert everything from time domain to like a frequency domain. We come to the definition first. Remember, Laplace transform of any function of t f of t is defined as it should be integration 0 से लेके infinity e raised to minus st into this should be f of t. This is integration with respect to t. Remember, Laplace ka definition is Laplace is in integration 0 to infinity e raised to minus st. This should be f of t into dt. I told you t is nothing but time and s is nothing but frequency, and this is called as capital F of s. Remember, f of s is nothing but Laplace transform f of t, but t was nothing but time, and f of s is nothing but, s is nothing but frequency. This is called as a basic Laplace transform. Laplace transformation of any function f of t is given by integration 0 to infinity e raised to minus st f of t, and this is dt, and this is nothing but capital F of s, which is Laplace transform of f of t. अब इस 0 to infinity क्यों? Don't you feel 0 to infinity लेने का फायदा है कि कोई भी फंक्शन आ जाएगा, everything is covered because you have taken the entire interval 0 to infinity. Why have taken e raised to minus st? आपको याद होगा e raised to का कर्व is nothing but this way. याद है अभी कुछ देर पहले प्लॉट किया था अपन. मतलब कोई भी फंक्शन हो ऐसा पॉसिबल है कि e raised to कवर नहीं करेगा. E raised to will be present for the entire interval. This is the reason we have taken e raised to, and because of e raised to, integration will also become easier. Remember, Laplace is 0 to infinity to cover up the entire interval, and e raised to such that the integration should become easy, and as well as this is one curve which is covered by the entire interval. Remember, Laplace definition is integration 0 to infinity e raised to minus st. This should be a f of t dt. T is nothing but time, and s is nothing but frequency. We'll take up a simple example for Zando. I want Laplace of 1. I repeat again, don't start anything at all. जब तक बोलते हैं ना कुछ लिखने का नहीं. I want Laplace of 1. एकदम simple to begin with. What is Laplace definition? Laplace f of t is nothing but integration 0 to infinity. We have e raised to minus st into this should be f of t dt. Do you agree? We have this should be integration 0 to infinity. F of t के जगह पे 1. This should be e raised to minus st into this should be 1, and this is dt. I remember this should be integration 0 to infinity. 1 into e raised to minus st should remain as e raised to minus st. I think e raised to x का integration everybody should know, right? What is the integral e raised to x?
E raised to x.
बराबर. What should be integral e raised to 3x?
e raised to 3x upon 3.
Exactly. लगता नहीं integration e raised to x is e raised to x, but integration e raised to 3x should be e raised to 3x upon 3. X का कोएफिशिएंट 3 है तो नीचे अपना 3 आना ही चाहिए. A similar thing happens here. बोला don't it we have integration e raised to minus st एकदम आराम से integration is happening with respect to d. So integration e raised to minus st should be e raised to minus st upon this should be minus s. मत बोलो integration with respect to t का कोएफिशिएंट माइनस है तो नीचे माइनस आना ही चाहिए. And is it not within the limit 0 से लेके this should be infinity. Minus s can be kept aside constant. T का upper limit infinity should be e raised to minus infinity minus. T का lower limit 0, this should be e raised to 0. याद करो, we have discussed today. How much is e raised to minus infinity? Page पलटने का नहीं.
0.
0.
Yeah, that we have learned. E raised to 0 should be 1. E raised to infinity should be infinity, and e raised to minus infinity should be 0. E raised to minus infinity is 0. E raised to 0 is nothing but 1. Minus to this minus is plus. This should be 1 by s. We have from the first formula of Laplace. The Laplace of 1 should be equal to 1 by s. Mind you, t is nothing but time. S is nothing but frequency. We have converted one function from time domain to frequency domain. What is definition of Laplace? Laplace of any function f of t should be integration 0 to infinity e raised to minus st f of t dt. You have taken the first problem Laplace 1. F of t के जगह पे this should be 1 here. 1 into e raised to minus st should be e raised to minus st. Integration e raised to minus st upon t का coefficient minus s. Minus s constant being kept aside. E raised to minus infinity should be 0. E raised to 0 is nothing but 1. 0 minus 1 is minus 1. With this minus should be plus. Any doubt, any point you want me to further clarify, please ask. Anyone? Copy. Copied for all?
Yes, sir.
Anybody copying still? Hello.
No, sir.
Done for everyone?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Look here. We take one more example. Remember the basic formula these are. The syllabus clearly tells that the proof is not expected. I am just giving one or two proofs for you, just for you to understand exactly how Laplace transform works. ये सब कोई भी proof exam में आपको आने वाला नहीं है. Okay. We'll do one or two and then we'll list up all the formula one by one. We'll come to Laplace e raised to 80. Now, Laplace का basic definition again is 0 to infinity e raised to minus st. This should be f of t, right? This is something that we have done before. यहाँ पे f of t की जगह पे क्या है e raised to 80. So this will be e raised to minus st into f of t की जगह पे e raised to 80 and this should become dt. This should be integration 0 to infinity. लगता नहीं दोनों का बेस सेम, तो लगता नहीं पार्ट्स कैन बी एडेड. minus st minus 80 लगता नहीं दोनों में से I can take minus st, this is plus 80 here. We are on the second one, which is Laplace of e raised to 80. So लगता नहीं everything will remain the same. खाली f of t के जगह पे this should be e raised to 80. So we have done exactly that. हाँ दो. लगता नहीं f of t के जगह पे e raised to 80. दोनों का बेस सेम है तो पार ऐड हुआ minus st plus 80. दोनों में से we can take t common, अंदर बचेगा minus s plus 8. We remember this should be integration 0 to infinity where e raised to this is minus. हाँ दो. Par is added minus st plus 80. दोनों में से I can take suppose से t common. अगर मैंने माइनस भी कॉमन लिया यहाँ से बचेगा s, यहाँ से बचेगा माइनस है and this is nothing but dt. I hope everybody must agree with me. The base is remaining at e. दोनों में से t we have taken common. We have taken even minus common, s बचा and this will become minus a. लगता नहीं again integration e raised to x. What is integral e raised to x? E raised to x. But यहाँ पे integration with respect to t है. तो e raised to minus s by 80. लगता है t का कोएफिशिएंट माइनस s by है तो नीचे माइनस s by s माइनस से होना ही चाहिए विद द लिमिट 0 से लेके इन्फिनिटी. एक बार और इंटीग्रेशन e raised to minus of s minus 80. इंटीग्रेशन e raised to x should remain as e raised to x. t as a coefficient minus s minus है लगता है same thing should be below also. We remember this should be nothing but minus of this is s minus a remaining aside constant. माइनस ऑफ s माइनस a को मैंने बाहर रखा, दिस शुड बी इनसाइड. आराम से t के जगह पे इंफिनिटी e रेज़ टू माइनस इंफिनिटी शुड बी 0 अपर माइनस लोअर. t के जगह पे 0 e रेज़ टू 0 शुड बी 1. पिछले हमने लिख के बताया था, we have done in the previous one. यहाँ पे हम राइटिंग डायरेक्टली t का अपर लिमिट इज इंफिनिटी e रेज़ टू माइनस इंफिनिटी शुड बी 0. t का लोअर लिमिट इज 0 e रेज़ टू 0 इज नथिंग बट 1. माइनस ऑफ माइनस इज नथिंग बट प्लस 1. Answer is nothing but 1 upon this should be s minus a. We have done one more property कि Laplace e raised to 80 should be 1 upon s minus a. Remember अब तक हमने दो प्रॉपर्टी प्रूफ किया, दोनों स्टैंडर्ड है. आज के बाद से we can use it directly. Laplace of 1 should be equal to 1 by s and Laplace of e raised to 80 should be equal to 1 upon s minus a. सोच के बोलो, अगर e raised to 80 था तो ये s minus a था. अगर e raised to minus 80 होगा, what will be the change?
S plus a.
s plus a. जब यहाँ पे e raised to plus 80 वो क्या बना है s minus a. अगर e raised to minus 80 रहेगा that will become s plus a. Copy.
Sir,
Hello.
excuse me, sir.
Your voice is feeble. Hello.
Am I audible now?
Yeah. बोलो बोलो.
Yeah, my actually I had a little bit of network issue after you
Okay.
proved the 1 upon s minus a.
Okay.
So what do you say after that?
Laplace e raised to at, we have proven as 1 upon s, right?
Yes,
तो
sir.
अगर e raised to minus at होगा तो क्या फर्क आएगा? अगर लाप्लास e raised to minus at है तो क्या फर्क आएगा? a के जगह पे माइनस है, राइट? तो यहाँ पे a के जगह माइनस है, मतलब दिस विल बिकम 1 upon s plus a.
Okay, sir. Thank
Correct.
you.
Yeah. Your college started full fledged?
Yes, sir.
लेक्चर पूरा दिन और बैठते भी हो?
You want an honest answer or?
Pardon? Copied for everyone?
Yes, sir.
We have proven Laplace of e raised to at is 1 upon s minus a. So if I have e raised to minus at, only difference is a के जगह पे minus है, तो आंसर में a के जगह पे minus है will make this as plus. So we have the third property, Laplace e raised to minus at 1 upon s plus a. मजाक मजाक में हमने 3 प्रॉपर्टी प्रूफ कर दिया. Done for all, yeah?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. चलो. We'll try to prove the fourth one. और एक दो प्रूफ करेंगे, बाकी every formula will take us directly. Suppose I want Laplace of hyperbolic cos 80. हमें रिमेंबर कि बिफोर वी स्टार्टेड लाप्लास हमने cos का डेफिनेशन किया था रिवाइज. व्हाट वाज हाइपरबोलिक cos? याद करो.
E raised
E
to
raised to 80 plus e raised to minus 80 upon 2.
Lovely. Hyperbolic cos x for e raised to x plus e raised to minus x upon 2. The hyperbolic cos 80 should be e raised to 80. This should be plus e raised to minus 80. This should be upon 2. Upon 2 being constant can be kept out. We have Laplace of. Is it not e raised to 80? This should be plus e raised to minus 80. Remember, this should be 1 upon. आपको याद होगा, just what we have done. Laplace e raised to 80 is 1 upon s minus a, and Laplace e raised to 80 is 1 upon s plus a. So e raised to 80 is nothing but 1 upon s minus a plus. This should be e raised to minus a, nothing but 1 upon s plus a. यहाँ पे 1 upon 2 बचा. Be careful. s plus से s minus ऊपर जाएगा. This should be s plus a plus यहाँ से बचेगा s minus a. नीचे बचा s minus a into s plus a should be obviously s square minus a square. Plus a minus a mutually cancel. What remains? We remember this should be 1 upon 2 is remaining intact here. यहाँ से बचा s plus s is nothing but 2s. और नीचे बचा this should be s square minus a square. लास्ट का एक दो स्टेप एक और बार. Laplace e raised to 80 we remember is 1 upon s minus a. E raised to minus 80 is 1 upon s plus a. LCM is nothing but s minus into s plus a should be s square minus a square. यहाँ से s plus से बचा, यहाँ से s minus से बचा, a mutually cancel. S plus s is nothing but 2s. These two cancels out. Then we remember that Laplace of hyperbolic cos it is nothing but s upon this should be s square minus a square. We have proven one more property. The Laplace of hyperbolic cos it should be s upon s square minus a square. Is the way we have done understood to everyone, is it? कितना प्रॉपर्टी
Yes,
प्रूफ? 4. Laplace of 1 कितना था? 1 by s. Laplace e raised to 80 कितना था? 1 upon s minus a. Laplace e raised to minus 80 कितना था? 1 upon s plus a. और hyperbolic cos 80 का Laplace s upon s square minus a square. Copy.
So we use linearity also in this.
मतलब?
Third step में sir we use linearity, no?
Yeah. Copied?
Yes, sir.
तने कुलकर्णी. चलो, we are to the fifth one. Laplace of hyperbolic sin et. What is hyperbolic sin x का definition? E raised to x minus e raised to minus x upon 2. Everything remains the same. खाली बीच में प्लस के जगह पे क्या आएगा माइनस. I'll be remaining with this should be 1 upon 2 into this should be. यहाँ से s minus a into s plus a should be again becoming s square minus a square. This should be s plus a. और यहाँ से बचेगा minus of this should be s minus a. Luckily s cancel off. A minus of minus should become plus a, that becomes 2a. But यहाँ पे this is 2a, 2 and 2 cancel off. This should be only a remaining. Yep, this is nothing but a upon this should be s square minus a square. We have proven Laplace of hyperbolic sin it should be a upon s square minus a square. याद करो cos में ऊपर s और sin में ऊपर a. कॉपी. Done for everyone?
Done, sir.
Good. I told you proof, nobody is going to ever ask you. We have just done the proof for you to understand what exactly Laplace, how it works. Okay. We list out the formula that we want now. Each of them we should remember by heart and we are free to use whenever we want directly. Okay. आज के बाद कोई भी proof करने का नहीं और कोई proof आपको पूछेगा भी नहीं. We form a table of every small Laplace transform that will be ever requiring. ठीक है, आराम से. सबसे पहले हमने प्रूफ किया Laplace of 1 is nothing but this should be 1 by s, right? हमने सबसे पहले यही प्रूफ किया था. Laplace of 1 is nothing but 1 by s. अगर आपको याद होगा we have proven Laplace e raised to 8 should be nothing but 1 upon this is s minus a. Laplace e raised to minus 8 is nothing but 1 upon this should be s plus a. याद होगा दोनों हमने प्रूफ किया है. e raised to 8 का Laplace should be 1 upon s minus a, e raised to minus 8 should be 1 upon s plus a. याद होगा आपको what was hyperbolic cos it? It was nothing but s upon this was s square minus a square. And याद होगा आपको hyperbolic sin it is nothing but a upon this should be s square minus a square. Cos रहेगा तो ऊपर s और sin रहेगा तो ऊपर a. Remember this was hyperbolic. We are extending this to trigonometric also. F of t here and this should be nothing but Laplace of this should be f of t. आराम से. Cos of 80 is nothing but this should be s upon this is s square plus a square, and sin of 80 is nothing but it should be a upon s square plus a square. Remember it is easy. याद रखो जब भी cos रहेगा तो ऊपर क्या रहेगा s, अगर sin रहेगा तो ऊपर क्या रहेगा ये. अगर हाइपरबोलिक होगा तो नीचे क्या रहेगा s square minus a square, और अगर ट्रिग्नोमेट्रिक होगा तो नीचे क्या रहेगा s square plus a square. Trigonometric it should be always s square plus a square in the denominator, और hyperbolic में it should be always s square minus a square in the denominator. Cos रहेगा तो numerator should be always s, and for sin numerator should be always a. Remember Laplace of t is nothing but 1 upon s square, and remember generalized Laplace of t raised to n should be gamma n plus 1 upon s raised to n plus 1. This is from the step जिसके बाद सब लोग gamma लगेगा. Remember Laplace of t raised to n is nothing but gamma n plus 1 upon s raised to n plus 1. मतलब क्या, अगर अपने पास रहेगा Laplace of this is t cube, this should be gamma, 3 plus 1 should be 4 upon s raised to 4. अगर अपने को चाहिए Laplace t raised to 7, this should be gamma, 7 plus 1 8 upon this should be s raised to 8. अगर ये रहेगा लाप्लास t raised to 3 by 2 तो
half into root pi.
हाँ रॉ फॉर्म में बोलो ना, अगर t raised to n रहेगा तो should be gamma n plus 1. अगर 3 by 2 है मतलब should be 3 by 2 plus 1 कितना रहेगा 5 by
5 by
2
2.
upon this should be s raised to 5 by 2. Remember, Laplace of t raised to n is gamma n plus 1 upon s raised to n plus 1. Laplace of t is 1 by s square. Laplace of 1 is nothing but 1 by s. E raised to a t का Laplace 1 upon s minus a. E raised to minus a should be 1 upon s plus a. अगर cos रहेगा तो ऊपर s, sin रहेगा तो ऊपर a. हाइपरबोलिक रहेगा तो नीचे s स्क्वायर बना तो स्क्वायर, अगर ट्रिग्नोमेट्री रहेगा नीचे should be s square plus a square. Laplace of t raised to n should be gamma n plus 1 upon s raised to n plus 1. Laplace t should be 1 by s square. Remember, this is a basic list of properties which we should know by heart, and आज के बाद we can use it directly whenever needed. Copy. Copied?
Yes, sir.
How many properties you have proven? Laplace 1 is 1 by s. Laplace e raised to it was 1 upon s minus a. E raised to minus it was 1 upon s plus a. अगर साइन रहेगा तो ऊपर a, cos रहेगा तो ऊपर s. ट्रिग्नोमेट्रिक में नीचे s स्क्वायर प्लस a स्क्वायर, हाइपरबोलिक में नीचे s स्क्वायर माइनस a स्क्वायर. Laplace t we have proven as 1 by s square. Laplace t raised to n we have proven as 1 upon gamma n plus 1 upon s raised to n plus 1. These are the basic properties that we need. We take a few questions for today. Look here. Laplace of sin square t, आराम से याद होगा. We have Laplace of sin of at, we have Laplace of cos of at, बराबर. We have formula for sin and cos, but we don't have for parts of sin and cos, right? अपने पास sin square, sin cube, sin raised to 4 इसका प्रॉपर्टी नहीं है. अपने पास sin क्या है, cos क्या है, बराबर, लेकिन parts का नहीं. How do I convert sin square t in terms of normal जिसमें पार नहीं है? याद करो हमने डिस्कस किया था आज. How many of you remember कि this property we have discussed? What is sin square? याद करो.
1 minus
1
2
minus
1 minus cos 2t by
cos
2.
2a by 2.
Is it not 1 minus cos 2a? This should be upon 2, बराबर. And if you recollect, we have also discussed cos square a. What was cos square a?
1 plus cos
1 plus cos 2a by 2.
And this should be upon 2, बराबर. Sin square a should be 1 minus cos 2a upon 2, and cos square a should be 1 plus cos 2a upon 2. But यहाँ पे मुझे Laplace of sin square t चाहिए. We understand कि we have formula for sin, we have for cos, but we don't have for parts of sin and cos. How do I convert? Sin square a can be nothing but 1 minus cos 2a upon 2. So sin square t should be nothing but 1 minus cos 2t. This should be upon 2. Really? 2 is constant, can be kept out. This should be Laplace of this is 1 minus this should be cos 2t. We remember this should be 1 upon 20. Bola. How many of you remember we have discussed Laplace of 1 should be
1
1
upon
by
s.
1 upon s.
What is Laplace of cos at? Cos रहेगा तो ऊपर s, sin रहेगा तो ऊपर a. अगर ट्रिग्नोमेट्रिक है तो नीचे s स्क्वायर प्लस a स्क्वायर, हाइपरबोलिक रहेगा तो नीचे s स्क्वायर माइनस a स्क्वायर. यहाँ पे cos है मतलब दिस शुड बी s here, और ट्रिग्नोमेट्रिक का मतलब दिस शुड बी s स्क्वायर प्लस a स्क्वायर मतलब दिस शुड बी 2 स्क्वायर हियर. कहते हैं जो बचेगा वो आंसर कंप्लीटली. A very simple, easy problem to begin with. सोचो अगर एक cos square t होता, what would that be the only change in the answer? You should think and tell me. Anyone?
Plus.
लगता नहीं cos square है, वापस पार का प्रॉपर्टी नहीं है. We understand cos square should be 1 plus cos 2 upon 2. Everything will remain the same. खाली बीच में माइनस की जगह पे क्या आएगा? प्लस. अभी finish up first and get me second. Today the first lecture. We will not take a full-fledged class today. पहला लेक्चर तो आराम से करते. Next lecture से we'll take the class full-fledged 5:30 to 8:30. Today we will just do few basic things and leave up a bit early. And next lecture में we take a small revision of everything that we have done. Next lecture onwards we take the class daily 5:30 से लेके 8:30. Daily मतलब every Monday 5:30 से लेके 8:30.
So,
Yeah?
we don't need to simplify further.
No.
1
Prove
upon.
that थोड़ी.
Huh?
Prove that थोड़ी.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Second का आंसर I feel is exactly same, खाली बीच में plus, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
We have done sine square, we have done cos square. We can do sine cube and cos cube now. Now, we have done Laplace of sine cube. Once again, लगता है we know property for sine and cos. We definitely don't know for parts of sine and cos. कोई ऐसा फॉर्मूला आपको याद आ रहा है जिसका क्यूब आता है?
So sin
Sin
theta.
3a.
एक नंबर याद होगा आपको. We have discussed today. What was sin 3a? Sin 3a is nothing but 3 sin a minus of this should be 4 sin cube, right? Remember अपने को sin cube चाहिए. लगता नहीं sin cube we can pull on that side. This should be 4 sin cube. A can be written as, is it not, this should be 3 sin a, और यहाँ पे आएगा this should become minus of this should be sin 3. I repeat again. Sin 3 का फॉर्मूला आपको याद होगा. We have discussed today was 3 sin a minus 4 sin cube. 4 sin cube can be transferred on that side, should become plus. It should be 3 sin a minus of sin 3, and this 4 with the permission can be always transferred here. So don't fail, we can always write Laplace of sin cube t को. It should be 3 sin t minus, this should be sine of, this should be 3t, and this should be upon 4. I hope that everybody should agree with me. Don't fail, upon 4 is constant, can be easily pulled out. This should be Laplace of, यहाँ से बचा 3, यहाँ से बचा sin t, minus of this should be sine of, this should be 3t. 1 by 4 remaining intact. 3 is constant again aside. What is Laplace sin at? Sin रहेगा तो ऊपर a, नीचे s square plus a square. A के जगह पे 1, तो this should be 1 upon this should be s square plus 1 square minus. Sin of at लगता है a upon s square plus a square. A के जगह पे 3 upon this should be s square plus 3 square. Last time madam was asking, कोई अपन simplify कर सकते हैं? आपके लिए कर देता हूँ. Can I take 1 3 common? This should be 3 upon 4. This should be 1 upon s square plus 1 square is nothing but 1, minus of this should be 1 upon this should be s square plus 3 square is 9. अगर अपने को एग्जाम में बाकी क्वेश्चन नहीं आता, अपने पास टाइम ही टाइम है, you can simplify this further also, otherwise not needed. अगर क्वेश्चन प्रूव दैट है, then keep on doing till you reach that. If not, you can very well leave the step here only. अगर अपने को बाकी कुछ नहीं आ रहा है, तो अपने को बहुत टाइम है, इसको घसते रहोगे, कुछ फर्क नहीं पड़ता अपने को. What would be for cos cube t? बोलो. Quick. Cos cube के लिए क्या formula should be cos 3. What is cos 3? Cos 3 was 4 cos cube a minus 3 cos a, right? लगता है 4 cos cube a can be kept intact. 3 cos यहाँ पे आएगा, should become plus. This should be cos 3a plus this should be 3 cos a. And लगता है with your permission this 4 can be transferred here. तो लगता है cos cube a should be cos 3a plus 3 cos a upon 4. I would expect you to get me the fourth one. Copy. Copy third and try and get me fourth. हमने साइन स्क्वायर किया, कॉस स्क्वायर किया, साइन क्यूब किया, कॉस क्यूब किया. नेक्स्ट लेक्चर में विल डू रेस टू 4, रेस टू 5. कॉपीड?
Yes, sir.
हाँ, मैंने got the fourth का आंसर.
Yes, sir, got it.
Done, sir.
How much?
1 upon
1
4
by 4
bracket.
s upon s square plus 9 plus 3 s by s square plus 1.
एक नंबर.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Others verify you get the same answer. 1 upon 4 will be constant out. cos of 3t का Laplace should be s upon s square plus 9 plus 3 into cos of t का Laplace should be 1 upon s square plus 1. Verify your last answer matches this way. Anybody started fourth but not able to get the answer, please tell. I'm almost sure everybody would get the answer. If still anybody could not, please let me know. Done for everyone?
Yes, sir.
Chalo.
Yes, sir.
I hope everybody's understood everything that we have done today.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Today was the first lecture. We are not taking a long session. Okay. Whenever we meet in our next session, we'll be revising on every bit of thing that we have done today. And then we continue further with Laplace transform. It was nice teaching you all. Thank you. Bye.